Community Viewpoint.
And welcome once again to Community Viewpoint. I'm John Pawlak, your host for this segment, and happy springtime. It's getting warmer, but it's also still getting windy out there. So with the warm weather, more people will be going out, enjoying different things. One of the things that we can enjoy year-round is our own community library. And we have with us today Miss Alicia, the children's librarian. Welcome.
Thank you.
Alicia, you've been there in your position?
I've been in my position for about a year now.
About a year? Mm-hmm. And you took over from Brenda, who is probably watching right now. Hi, Brenda. She's been on the show with you before also. So, you'd like to talk about what you're doing there, I imagine, in the children's area of the library. So, please help yourself.
Okay, so there has been a few changes with our programs. So we've actually separated our age groups, the 3 to 5, 2 to 3s, and we've also added a baby time, and with our 6 to 11-year-olds, we've added a STEAM program. So I can go ahead and talk about the STEAM program
For those of us that don't know what STEAM is?
Yeah, STEAM.
Okay.
So STEAM, those of us who don't know what STEAM is, it's science, technology, engineering, art, and math. It's a way to get children together and problem solve together, to build things, to socialize, to use their motor skills. And I've already had, right now we're going through our spring program, which is our STEAM program, and that's, our theme this year is Eric Carle, and we just got done with our winter theme, which was Winter Wonderland, which that one was very successful. And that one went for 6 weeks, the winter program did. The spring program is only going for 4 weeks due to summer coming up pretty quick. Yeah. So what else would you like to know?
No, nothing. It's just some of the programs you have going on.
Okay. So some of the other programs we have going on is our baby time. I don't know if you can see this, but that's our little movers and shakers. So it's not very long. It's happening at about 10:30 a.m. on Tuesdays. And our children are 6 to 24 months old. And the children enjoy like stories, parachutes, bubbles, songs. They get to shake things. They love it. They're having such a great time. And parents get to socialize at this time. So it's getting the parents to come in and actually meet other parents.
Oh, that's just excellent, yes. So they can network amongst themselves.
Exactly.
Yes.
And the babies, we also have a playtime with the babies where they can just, it's free play. They can just play with toys. And they're having a great time. There's a lot of cute little kids out there. So we're having fun with them. And then some of the other programs we have, we had to change. We were having the 3 to 5s together, year-olds, with our, let me see here, our little penguins, but we had to, let me show this. We had to separate our 2 to 3-year-olds due to the age groups, because the 2 to 3-year-olds were very young, and we wanted to kind of get the older kids with the older kids and the younger kids with the younger kids. So with the little penguins right here, this one's actually almost done. This one will be done, I think, the 2nd week in April. Okay. And the kids come in, they have songs, dancing, story time. Sometimes we use the parachute. We have bubbles, and we have, let's see, a craft that goes with, usually with the theme or the season going on. So like Easter, we just had Easter crafts. Mm-hmm. And then with our 2 to 3-year-olds, this one happens on Tuesdays, right after the baby time. And these are our 2 to 3-year-olds, and it's pretty much the same thing as the baby time, but we have music again, bubbles, we got the parachute, we've got story time and crafts, and of course with all our programs, the crafts, the stories, everything is geared towards that age group, right, for those children. So, and then, let's see, we do have our summer reading program coming up, and this year our theme is Libraries Rock. So that can either be geared towards rocks or music. And so we've kind of been trying to incorporate both of that within the program. And so our summer reading program is going to happen on June 12th to July 25th. And it's going to happen on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And we're going to have a couple of presenters. Like one of our presenters is going to be Indiana Bones. He came last year and put on a great performance for the kids.
And what does he do?
He does, he's a storyteller. He does like, makes puppets talk and stuff like that. The kids loved it. And so he's going to, we told him our theme, and so he's going to correlate what he does with our theme. And then we have the fire truck's going to come out again. That was a huge hit last year.
I remember that, yeah. He comes out for Earth Day, too, yeah.
Exactly. We had a ton of kids that day. And then we have a couple of bands coming in since our theme does relate to music. One of our staff members, Stan, he has a little reggae band he does.
Oh, I just met him today, yes, yeah.
He's a very nice guy.
Cool.
And he's going to come in and play for us. We also have an accordion man who's going to come in, and he's been playing at the library as well. And he's got huge success with the older crowd. So we're going to try to have him come in, and then one of our own volunteers is going to come in and bring her students in. And they're going to play for the kids as well. And then we are also going to have face painting. That was a huge hit last year as well.
Really?
So we're going to have that come in, and we're going to try to have geodes and stuff, bringing the rocks that way.
Where are you going to get those from?
We've looked at some sites and providers to see what we can get. We're still working on it. But
Go over to the museum, talk to Marilyn.
oh, I did not even think about that.
Yeah, she might let you have some.
Okay, that would be great.
Let's see if she's watching.
And so there have been some changes. We've been thinking about changing up our reading log a little more, doing something else. We haven't really got too much into it just yet. But we've also, I can give you that information. But
You want to show the folks what the library looks like for the kids' side? Well, that's the library itself. If you haven't seen the library, you're missing one of the best-looking buildings in Pahrump. That's at 701 East Street. There is the children's services. It's very busy. And then what do we have? This is the children's section itself. Is that what I did? Yeah. And you have, what's in the plastic bags there?
those are audiobooks. Those are actually not very popular within our section. So like even with me, with my program, with the STEAM program, I have kids do a reading bingo log where they read for fun, and they bring it back the next Saturday. So my program's on Saturdays.
I have to ask because I worked at the library for 10 years. I didn't see too much movement.
Oh.
Okay.
But I'm trying to, with my reading log, I'm trying to push those out more so that people know what they are and they start reading them.
And I forgot to take a picture around the corner. You had the 4 stations or 5 stations for the kids. Are those operable on the computer?
Yes, those are operable.
Okay.
Yes.
And there you are in your library office. And then you have everything but what I like, Star Trek. But you said you're Star Trek.
I like a lot of things.
But this is what's popular with the kids also. So that is why you had those there. And it's very telling. And it's a good choice for you, the younger generation, and for the kids that come in also. So that's a little bit about your section of the library there. What else would you like to convey to the folks? What about the hours?
With each program?
Hours, and then also hours of the library itself.
Okay, so the library opens from Monday to Thursday. It opens at 9 o'clock, and it goes until 6 o'clock. And then on Friday and Saturday, it opens at 10 and closes at 5.
Right.
So we kind of changed our hours, and I think it's been doing pretty good so far. We have a lot of people out in the parking lot waiting.
Really?
Yeah, pretty early in the morning. Whenever I get there, I'm like, oh man, there's a lot of people there.
Yeah, because we lost an hour for many years, and then Susan just got it back recently, a year or two ago, whatever it is, because of the demand. So that it says a lot for the library and what she does and what you do also. Oh, plus the fact you have reliable internet over there.
Yeah, we've got really, and it's free.
Yes.
So that's a big thing for our patrons. They like the free internet.
And there's free DVDs. Some of the later movies and stuff is out there. They can have them for
We check out movies for a week.
a week.
And then books are 2 weeks.
2 weeks. It doesn't cost you anything unless you bring it back late. It's on you then.
15 cents a day for a book. $1 a day for a movie.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
So what are the hours for some of these things also?
So with, first off with my STEAM program, this one right here, for the 6 and older kids, the hours they go, it's on Saturdays. So my STEAM program right now for spring is happening from March 24th till April 14th. And it's happening on Saturdays only from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And a little more about my program, we do story time, we do arts and crafts, we do games, and we do STEAM activities. I put in the arts and crafts in there because a lot of the STEAM activities the kids can't take home. We have to do it right then and there. They're like building things, they're working together as team. So that's why I had to put that in there, so that they can actually bring something home. And then for our little movers and shakers, our little baby time right here, our cute little guys. This one happens on Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. and it runs 20, maybe shorter minutes. I mean, we don't want the kids to be there too long because they'll lose interest. They're very young. They don't have a very long attention span like my 6 and up kids. But they do pretty good. The parents like coming and socializing and stuff. And then for my dancing penguins right here, this is my 2 to 3-year-olds. That one happens from 11:30 a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. And that runs about, let's say 40 minutes, 45 minutes. So that happens, I mean, I think that's a good time for the kids because they're involved, they're doing what they need to do, and then when it's time to go, it's time to go. So they're very well behaved, they know what they're doing with that. And then for this last one, grab it here. Our little penguins, these are my 3 to 5-year-olds. These are a little bit older. And that one happens from 11:15 to 12 o'clock. And so that one goes a little longer. And the kids, again, are very well behaved. It's a good amount of time for them to be engaged.
Yeah, the time span it's very important. Yes, that's why we don't have the family guy any longer, because for us, the half hour is just enough, and we lose interest then.
Yeah,
So,
well, that's
older
why.
kids.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought with the STEAM program. It runs for 2 hours, but the kids are so well engaged. There's something constantly going on with the program, and they love it. So I think every program the kids are loving coming.
Well, you have a little chock full of programs over there, as we used to say, chock full of. But thank you, Alicia, for spending this time with us, letting you know what's out there. And if you know anybody that is at home and is looking for things to do, they have kids, tell them about the library. And the phone number of the library is 727, where is it? There you go, 5930. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll be seeing you again. We'll be seeing you again. So thank you, and we'll see you next week.
Community Viewpoint.